Happy video day, guys, and I was inspired by my favorites video that I just finished doing just recently to do a bestsellers at Sephora video. But twist, with products that I have in my collection. So what I decided to do was sit in front of my computer and search through the bestsellers right now on today's date at Sephora and see which ones of those products I actually owned, pull them out and do a full face of the bestsellers from Sephora that I actually have in my collection. We're gonna search through the website together. We're gonna pick all of these products out of my collection, and I'll tell you guys if I have changed my mind on some of these, if they have become bestsellers for me too. And I'm definitely gonna be sharing with you guys if some of these products I think they should not be bestsellers, like I don't understand why they're bestsellers, or if I am like coming around to some of these products and maybe I hadn't been using them that much and all of a sudden now I'm like, I see the light. I see why people like this. So that's what we're gonna do in this video. So if you guys do like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can join the family. I like to talk about makeup and fashion here, and yeah, I would love it if you'd want to join. But let's go ahead and let's just get right into it right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys my screen, and let's open up Sephora and let's go to the bestsellers of right now. So if I'm looking through this list, let's see if I could find some of these things. Okay, so first thing I do see that I have is that Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out. I don't have any of these products. Ooh, I do have the cream blush from Fenty. I just bought it, so we'll use that again. Cream blush from Fenty. Why do I always call it a brush? Okay, what else? I don't have the Armani Silk foundation. Everybody always says it's so good. I don't have the Estee Lauder one. I do have the All Nighter setting spray, so let me pull that out really quickly. I actually haven't used that in a minute. So the Fenty Pro Filter Matte I don't own. I have the Better Than Sex Mascara right here. So I have that guy. Let's keep going. I don't have that. I don't have the Born... Nope. The cream bronzer from Fenty, just bought that too, so I do have that right here. I have the It Cosmetics, but I don't have that one. I never bought the Born This Way foundation, which I know a lot of people like. Okay, well, Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution lipstick is out as a bestseller, and you guys know my favorite lipstick in the world is Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk. No, I don't have that. Lancome, I don't have. Ooh, I don't have a lot of the bestsellers. Christina, you're a terrible beauty YouTuber. Okay, I do have the Highliner from Marc Jacobs, so we'll use that as an eyeliner. I have that. Here's my Highliner. What else do I need here? I always wanted the Film Star Bronze and Glow, but I never bought it. I don't have that Tom Ford quad. No, I didn't buy the Too Faced. Oh, Soft Glam. Hey, these are some of my favorite products. Soft Glam. Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer that I just tried, which I don't know if you guys will see this video before that one. I'm not sure. But I just tried this concealer and I love it. It's so good. So we keep on going. No, I don't have none of this. Oh, the Dior Backstage. Oh, I don't really like that foundation. I guess I'll use it. Yeah, I haven't used this in a minute because I thought it was breaking me out, but I guess I'll use it. Let's see, maybe it's not the culprit anymore. We'll try that one. What am I missing? We got bronzer. Oh man, I could have tried the Natasha Denona Blush and Glow. But you know what? I'll put that in its own video later. So let's keep going. I need a primer. Okay, so the Hourglass primer, I think I have that. I have a mini of it, so we can use that. These are bestsellers. So we've got bestseller Hourglass Mineral Veil. We have the Dior Backstage. And then for concealer, we have the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. Then for a bronzer, we're going to use the cream from Fenty. For powder, we're going to use Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush. For my eyebrows, we'll use Anastasia Brow Wiz, which is my favorite too, so I'm good with that. We've got the cream blush from Fenty, which is also up there. We've got Anastasia Soft Glam, which I really like too. And then for eyeliner, the Marc Jacobs Highliner. We've got Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. And we have the Better Than Sex Mascara and a little bit of the All Nighter setting spray. So I don't think I have a lip liner here. I think we're going to go with no lip liner. All right, so I think that this looks like it's gonna be a good face of makeup. I think I have every product here, so yeah, let's try the favorites. So these are best sellers on Sephora right now. I went to Sephora, I clicked best sellers, and this is what came out. So these are supposed to be really top rated, very highly purchased products right now at Sephora. So let's see. Some of these I'm looking at and I'm going, I kind of understand. I get the drift, I see why. Some of them I'm like, So let's start off with the primer. So I do understand why this is a top selling primer. It is so lightweight and it literally feels like if you're putting a cream on your face. It's so nice and yummy. I really like this primer. And I never purchased the full size because it's very pricey. And I'm not somebody who always puts primer on all the face. And this to me is like one of those primers that you just need to put it everywhere. Usually the primers that I get are the ones that you just like put it in certain spots, you know, like the putty kind of primers that fill pores. This is more like those all over the face luxurious primers that I never buy. But I do have 2 samples of it, so I just use this. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Dior Backstage foundation. Now, I remember not minding the way it looked on the face, but what I didn't like was the aftermath. I think it broke me out every once in a while. And I also think I got a color that was too yellow. Like looking at it right here, like that looks so yellow. I don't know why I thought I was so yellow at one time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this, and I'm not gonna put it on too heavy so that I can go ahead and play with the bronzer better. So I can use the bronzer to kind of like play with the tone a little bit so that I'm not like super oompa loompa, because I do think this gets me a little oompa loompa-y. So let's go ahead and use this. Now who knows? You know, your skin changes, and I think the last time I used this, my skin was not in the best condition. Maybe now my skin will enjoy this foundation a little bit more than it used to, you know? You never know. Your skin changes all the time. Right now I'm looking at it going, I kind of don't mind it, but I feel for the amount of coverage that it gives you, I feel like it looks a little heavier on the skin. Like I almost can see a little bit where I've put the foundation. When I wear like very light coverage, I like them to look like a little bit more skin-like, and this one doesn't look as skin-like right now. And that could also be my skin's a little bit drier. I'll say it's not that bad, but I would not consider this a favorite of mine. Still, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look great, you know? So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Anastasia Brow Wiz. Now this, I'm gonna say, yes, this is a total favorite of mine. I don't think that there's a better eyebrow pencil on the market. People have tried, but still, I think this one is so good. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of do this because I have to bend over too much and you won't be able to see me. So let me do my brows and I'll be right back. Okay, so there we go. So the brows look great. Now I will tell you, I'm kind of like staring at this foundation, and what I'm starting to notice a little bit is that it feels a little matte on the face. I can see why maybe in the beginning I would have liked this a little bit, but now that I really love hydrating, very dewy foundations, I feel like it's too matte for me. So I'm gonna jump into the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. This I really like. I tried this for the first time the other day, which I think you'll see that video first, and it was so good. So this a little bit goes a long way. It's super thick, like it's like putty thick. So if you think like not very thick, I mean thick, but it works really good. It kind of reminds me of the Tarte Creaseless Concealer, which I really enjoyed too. And I like this stuff. If you don't have like that much to cover, then you could totally not buy this, because this is definitely for somebody who has dark circles or has discoloration, because it's very thick, but man, does it cover. It covers a lot. Now, I don't know how much I like this foundation still. But this I know I like too. So let's use this bronzer. I'm just going to dump into this same exact sponge that I used for my foundation and my concealer. This guy needs to be washed today anyways. So I'm going to use this for this. Know that you can like totally dip in here, because this this bronzer blends really good and it goes on lightly. So you can add in, you know, you can add as much as you want. It's not like one that shocks you when you put it on. So that I love about it, because it's easier to work with and it's better, because you know, you put too much on right away and it just messes up everything. Especially cream products, they're not that easy to get rid of a cream product, you know? So a bronzer that's too pigmented straight off the bat is just not, it's just not a good sign, you know? And this is so buildable. I love this bronzer. This bronzer is so good. Oh my God, I love it. I really do. This bronzer is better than their powder bronzer. I don't love their powder bronzer, but I love this. This is great. Okay, so since we went ahead and used this up, I'm gonna use my cream blush from Fenty as well, which is another one of their best sellers, which I'm assuming that since this is something that just released, I guess it's a bestseller because a lot of people are buying it. But I'm gonna go ahead and use the blush. I like the blush. It's pretty. It does a very good job, but I think if you are in between, if you should purchase the bronzer or the blush, I would tell you go with the bronzer, especially if you're my skin tone and you would use macchiato. I don't know about the other colors. Like I said, other people have said stuff about the other colors, but definitely light medium with golden undertones. I think you will love macchiato. And this, the blush is very pretty. Like, I don't have anything against the blush. I just think that, you know, you get a very little product in here. It's a cream product, so you may use this up a little quicker, and you don't get that much, you know? The color I got in my blush is called Cool Berry, and I think it's the perfect color for my skin tone. It's a little bit deeper, but it shows up. I like more of that sun-kissed look, like almost like you were out in the sun, than the very pinky look on the cheeks, so that's why I like it. I am just going to quickly buff some Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder, and this I understand. I love this. This is something special. I really just think that this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush is the best, and I have not tried a powder like it, and I cannot say that I could find a powder like this at the drugstore. This is the best powder ever. It's an investment. It's expensive, but oh, it's beautiful. Ooh, we're getting down to the wire here. So let's go ahead and let's work on the eyes. Let's play with Soft Glam. Not a shocker to me that Soft Glam would be so highly ranked on Sephora as a bestseller because it is just such a universal palette. And I've said this so many times. If you're somebody just looking for a palette that you just, you know, maybe you don't own that much eyeshadow and you just want to start off in makeup, I would say go to Soft Glam. If you're somebody who has a lot of palettes and you want something simple, go-to, easy to wear, go to Soft Glam. This is just such a good palette. Let's go ahead and let's create an eye look. I'll put on some pretty music and we'll get an eye look done here. And we're gonna start off with this orangey tone. Going in a really good direction. Like I said, I didn't know, Soft Glam just never lets me down, and this is just another beautiful look created by Soft Glam. Let's jump into the Marc Jacobs highliners. Now, I like these, but I've told you guys I don't like them for the top lash line because I feel like they transfer on me, so I use this on the lower lash line only. So we're gonna use that on the lower lash line. Like I've told you before about the highliners, they're good. They're good, they do the job. But Pixie has really, really good ones too. Just saying. Okay, so Too Faced Better Than Sex. This is also a cult favorite. Everybody loves this mascara. So let's just go ahead and add some of this. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, this is a good mascara. It does a really nice job. It really does. The only thing is it's a little bit on the clumpier side. So sometimes when I use this, I don't like using it on the lower lash line because I feel like it gets too clumpy. But it definitely does the job, and it's a very good mascara. So I could see why a lot of people like this mascara, honestly. What else do we have left? Is that it? No. Lipstick. Charlotte Tilbury. Lexi got into it. Oh, that bad girl. She broke my Charlotte Tilbury. It's okay. I forgive her. I forgive her because she didn't break the whole thing. Oh, no. I forgive her. Ah. This is such a gorgeous lipstick. And this is what it looks like without a lip liner. Because you guys, I always wear it with my Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut lip liner. But it's still really pretty without a lip liner. So this is what it looks like without one. And finally, to spray the face with the All-Nighter Setting Spray. This is such a cult favorite. Everybody loves this stuff. Let's just do this first. I mean, the mist on it is really good, I can tell. But this one actually, it does have a really good mist. So let's see how this all settles into the skin. So let me go ahead and let this dry down. Let me fix my hair, and then I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm thinking about all of these products on these bestsellers. All right, guys, and this is the final face of bestsellers at Sephora. And I would say, I mean, I like the final product. Everything looks really, really nice. The only thing, I am still kind of fighting with this foundation. Let's go ahead and let's run through every single one of these, and I'll tell you guys if they have changed my mind on the product, if I'm thinking of them in a different light now that they're bestsellers at Sephora, if I think that they should be. The Hourglass Mineral Veil, yes. I think that this was a total yes. Like, I understand the bestseller thing. It is so good. It's so soft on the skin. It literally feels like the most luxurious moisturizer in the universe. I love it. I think it's very, very good. The Dior Backstage, I feel like maybe there's a lot of people with oily skin. Maybe that's why. It's a lightweight foundation. It doesn't do too much coverage, but it does cover. A lot of the redness that I have from the acne scars are all gone from my face, so it does a really good coverage. It's light coverage. The only thing is it looks a little bit like you're wearing makeup, so it does give you like that makeup-y look. I like hydrating foundations, and this one feels a little bit too dry, and because it feels a little dry, I actually can see it a little bit more on the skin than some of my other foundations that, since they're so luminous looking, they almost look like they melt a little bit more. After I sprayed this one with the setting mist, I like the way it looks a lot more than when it wasn't sprayed, and I actually hadn't done that in the past. So if I use that foundation again, I think what I'm going to start doing is spraying it down with the mist, because I think that does help, because it really did. It helped sink it more into the skin, and it looks a lot better. Now, I don't know. I feel like this little guy broke me out last time that I wore it, so I'm gonna have to, maybe I'll bring this one back into my rotation, because it's not like it looks bad. Maybe I'm starting to like it again. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the way it looks? Leave me those comments down below. I'm on the fence. The IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, I got this as a sample and I really liked it. I didn't even know that this was a bestseller, but I totally get it. If you guys have any dark circles, and if you have mature skin, this is a thick concealer that doesn't really get too much into your lines. Every concealer is going to get somewhat into your lines. I don't think there's one in existence that won't get in a line, but this one does it very minimal. Like, I don't feel like I have like a lot of creasing under my eyes, which sometimes can happen with thicker concealers or ones that are meant to cover more. And also because it's not very mattifying, it actually looks a little luminous under the eyes, and that's actually also very good for more mature skin. So I understand that one, and I like that one. And like I said, I kind of want that one. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush, this is a no-brainer. I totally see why this guy is such a top seller. This is an amazing, amazing powder. It really is. Like, it's amazing. I don't really have anything else to say about it, but that it's so freaking good. Fenty Cream Bronzer. Yeah, I get this one. I mean, granted, this is a very new release, so I understand it's a bestseller because it's brand new to the market, so everybody's buying it. But this one I love. I love it, and I really love the way it looks, so I totally get that one, and yeah, I totally understand. The cream blush, I do feel like this is one that's here because it's brand new, because it's good. It's a very good blush, but I do think for as much product as you get, I think it's a little on the pricier side than it should be. It does look pretty. It applies really nice. I do feel after the hype is down on this one a little bit, I do think this one may fall off a little bit of a bestseller. Is it nice? Yes. Does it do the job? Yes. Is it pretty? Yes. I don't think it's going to be a bestseller forever, whereas I think the cream bronzer is going to stay a bestseller because it's really, really good. The Marc Jacobs highliners. This is one that's just personal preference. I don't love these as much as some other people do. I like it for the waterline and also smearing out the waterline, but I don't like to use it on the top because it smears on me. It just is one of those liners that it transfers a lot on me, and that is just my eye shape probably, but some other eyeliners work better. The Too Faced Better Than Sex, I like the way it looks. I've actually had this one on my rotation. It's on my desk and I've been using this one pretty frequently. I know it's one of those really highly liked mascaras and I like it. I think it does a really good job and I totally understand why people love this so much. The only thing is, like I said, it's a little bit of a clumpier mascara on me, so it makes your lashes look a lot fuller, but if you want to use it for your lower lash line, sometimes it's a little too clumpy. It is a really good mascara. It is not my favorite mascara, but it's definitely a good mascara. I understand why a lot of people love it because it is one of those mascaras that I feel like a lot of people would like. Brow Wiz, I mean, I don't even know if I have to get into this. This is probably the best brow product out there. It's just everything you want in a brow product and more. I love it. Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. I mean, I wear this on such a regular basis on the channel, and you know, it's funny because yeah, I should switch it up a lot, and I try to, I really do, but sometimes anytime you have a look like this one, this type of color on my skin tone, it just looks so perfect. So sometimes when I'm finished with an eye look, I'm like, I need Pillow Talk, you know, and I could try to grab another lipstick, but I know Pillow Talk's gonna look the best. So this is just like a go-to for me. And I feel like this may be one of my first lipsticks ever that I will go through a whole tube of, because I don't go through tubes of lipsticks. Like I literally will get tired of a color and I switch to another. And this one, I think I'm gonna go through a tube and probably have to buy more. Soft Glam from Anastasia. This was the best purchase that I have done this year of an eyeshadow palette. It was not a brand new release this year. I've said it a few times and I know you guys have heard it in a few videos. And if it wasn't a bestseller, I probably wouldn't have put it in this video because I've talked about it so many times, but it was the bestseller. It was literally on the top of the list and I get it. I get it. And finally, the all-nighter setting spray from Urban Decay was really good. I mean, it's not something I use very often, but I will tell you, like I said, after I sprayed it on top of this Dior foundation, I feel like it really like settled everything in the skin. And I do look a little bit more radiant, and I'm really not somebody who loves to spray my face after. Like, I don't know, I just never got on the bandwagon. But I told you guys this in a favorites video just recently that I started using the Pixi Glowy Mist, and I don't know, I might be a reformed face sprayer. I may start using a setting spray because lately I just like the way it looks. I don't know, it's starting to look like good. Like anytime I use setting spray lately, I'm like, why do I look different in the monitor? I catch myself looking at myself in the monitor like, what's going on different? You know, so I don't know. I like it. So I think this one's really good too. I don't know if it's going to make my makeup last even longer than, like, you know, like they say that setting sprays make your makeup last longer. A lot of people say that's what the all-nighter is great for, but you know, that's not what this video is about. But I do think it's very good as of right now. I understand. I think I understand why a lot of these things are favorites. I mean, I did not see anything there that I was like, why on earth would this be a favorite? I think most of this stuff makes sense that it would be so high on Sephora's list. So if you guys like any of these products that I talked about today, everything's going to be linked down below. And yeah, I totally see it. I totally see it. I totally see why these are favorites. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was fun and entertaining for you guys. And if it was, leave me those comments down below. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.